MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Chicago White Sox. It's interleague baseball on The Show. George Garza gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Digging in now, Adam Greenberg, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Greenberg.
Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, you never know right here. Interleague game, when the weather gets cold, this could be a nice harbinger to what we're going to see in the Fall Classic right here. 2 first-place teams going to lock horns in a battle, and I'm jacked up.
Batting second, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Before the first pitch, a check at first, but the runner's back easily. At the plate, Pete Armstrong, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Armstrong is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Good sharp curveball there. The count 1-1. Greenberg gets his lead at first, nobody out. Grounded to third. This could be 2. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Batting third, the second baseman, JP Embry.
So coming to the plate, J.C. Embry. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go around there, but he holds up, ball 1.
Well, even though these 2 teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Fouled away. And it misses. 3-1 now.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Ryan.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Buckner, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
2 out with the man at first. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cubs strand 1. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. Alex Happ, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Now at the plate, Jared Phillips. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Jared Phillips.
Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. Happ has finished off more than 1,900 career innings during his time in the big leagues, and having compiled north of 2,500 strikeouts, he's in great company alongside some of the all-time names like Christy Mathewson and Bob Feller. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Here's the first pitch to him. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they could put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
He's running. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And that one is gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 14 on the season, as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Into the box, Victor Marrero, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. That batting average, boy, pushing very close to 400, and even 20 home runs and 48 driven in. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side, right to him, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Dennis Rock.
And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Dennis Rock. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. Still only one out in the inning. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And he struck him out. Settling in now, Robert Morris. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball two.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. A swing and a high drive to right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Second inning set to go, and set to go is the switch hitting outfielder, Freddie Santiago.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and one strike. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and the knuckle curve that time got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He'll come in here at 263. No home runs as of yet, and 17 RBIs. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Jason Kipnis.
So stepping in, Jason Kipnis. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gives more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yep, that ball went out.
2 out, nobody on. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cubs designated hitter.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the White Sox 2 and the Cubs nothing. Stepping up to the plate, William Mason, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike. Hey! 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit.
Batting set, the right fielder, Miguel.
Set to get his day started, Miguel Blanco, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
The 1-0.
Yeah.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Reined in. And he'll just step on first here to take the sure out.
Batting it, the shortstop, Parker Costello.
Coming to the plate now, Parker Costello comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. And he lays off again, ball 3.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he fouls this one off. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Fouled off. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
At the plate now, Grant Key breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Barehanded on the move. It's there. He got him. A man left for the White Sox after 2 It's a 2-0 ball game. Stepping in, Jimmy Grimes. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Ricky Holiday. Ball 1. Got him. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Set to get his day started, Jesse Padilla. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Out in front of it, strike 1. A ball and a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
The 2-2 one more time.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Adam Greenberg.
Standing in, Adam Greenberg. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
0-1 the count. Throw over to first, and he's back standing. Runners on first with 1 down. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
In now, Pete Armstrong. He swings and grounds it to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the White Sox 2 and the Cubs nothing.
Welcome back. The White Sox are set to hit here in the 3rd inning, and hit is something that they've done very well this season. Entering the day, they are arguably the most dangerous group of hitters in baseball, as they rank 1st in the majors in both home runs and slugging percentage. Now, obviously, the home runs are a big part of the slugging percentage, but as one of the coaches told me, we've got guys in the lineup with dynamic skill sets. We've got plenty of power, but we've also got guys that will use the whole field and that can turn on the jets when they shoot one into the gap. Safe to say, this is a tough lineup to hold down, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. Already 2 hits in the ballgame as he's on base here in the home 3rd. And as we give you a look at the White Sox leaderboard, you can see his total there. Currently 2nd best on the ball club. Stepping in now, Jonathan Span, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he misses with it, 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Popped him up. Zobrist is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Victor Marrero.
Into the box now, Victor Marrero. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they can certainly roll 2.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 count. Here it is. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
2-1 to count. From the stretch. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Dennis Rock.
Striding into the box, Dennis Rock. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
hard hit ball to second. Way to get dirty. What an outstanding play to end the inning. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the first
Good time now to check out the White Sox Road to the Show report as you see a pair of guys in the upper levels that have been making waves as of late. So now to the plate, Ryan Buckner, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the pitch. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Santiago. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now the 1-0. Swing and a flare hit toward right. He takes the turn and heads for second. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero in the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. A ball and a strike.
Count 1-1.
One now to Zobrist. And it's 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Ready on 1-2. Line drive to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knob.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
To the plate now, Jason Kipnis. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ready with the 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Lifted the other way to left center. Long run for the center fielder. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the White Sox 2 and the Cubs 1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Next will be the designated hitter, Robert Morris. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Designated hitter, Robert Morris.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
One and 0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. No problem here. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, William Mason.
Now in the box, William Mason. He reached on a single in his first try. Pitch on the way.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Buckner is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
The right fielder, number 13, Miguel Blanco.
Into the box now, Miguel Blanco. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They still lead it 2-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Cubs,
Digging in to try it again, Jimmy Grimes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
2 balls and no strikes.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
And that's over. 2-1.
Hey, that's okay. You can look at that a bunch of different ways. That's a well-executed pitch and count leverage, a nice breaking ball he snapped over, or you can look at it as a respect factor thing. He does not want to challenge you in a big spot.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
To short. He's right there. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Padilla.
Stepping into the box, Jesse Padilla. He drew a walk his first time up. Pitch on the way. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Now that
love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Once more, a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Into the box now, Adam Greenberg drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. To second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping up now, Pete Armstrong. First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's down.
Now the 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 2 and the Cubs 1.
Leading up for the White Sox, the shortstop, Parker Costello.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1. The count is 1-2.
And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Ready now, Grant Key. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
The 1-0. Runner goes for second. Hit on the ground to third. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Jared Phillips.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jared Phillips. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. He's set and the pitch. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. Now the 1-0.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Outside and low, 3-0. And they were simply not going to give him anything there with the base open. It's a 4-pitch walk.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Ready now for the White Sox, Jonathan Span. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Line drive, fair ball down the line. Costello is on his way home. He comes across to score as they extend their lead to 2.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Standing in now, Victor Marrero. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 1-0. Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Sox get a run here on 2 hits. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. White Sox on top, 3-1. Digging in, J.C. Embry. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
J.C. Embry.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball, but that's exactly what happened.
Into the box, Ryan Buckner, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Grounded to the right. Oh, what a stop on the slide. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Sharply hit here, but right at the first baseman coming off the bag. He makes a good throw, and they complete the 3-6-1 double play with the throwback to the pitcher at first.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Freddie Santiago. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. First pitch on its way. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Strike called, 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
The 2-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now here it comes. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch.
Lined but speared on a hop.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up, and the White Sox are out in front, 3-1. Julio Teheran enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 49, Julio Teheran.
Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Dennis Rock.
No left fielder, Dennis Rock.
First delivery to him on the way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Robert Morris, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Nope.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Runners off for second. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Santiago is there, and he makes the catch for the out. On to first, a double play. Now batting, William Mason. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Armstrong will wait on it. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Nothing doing here for the White Sox, and it's still 3-1. So in now for Chicago, Ben Zobrist. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here comes the first pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Blanco is there, 1 away.
The batter, number 34, designated hitter, Jason-JP.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jason Kipnis. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming, here it is. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate now, Jimmy Grimes, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. No hits to this point. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
This is skied out toward right. Blanco is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Now at the plate, Miguel Blanco. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Miguel Blanco.
First delivery to him on the way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. He lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
2-2 pitch is fouled away.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
In now, Parker Costello, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. He's 1 for 2 in this one. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
To the plate now, Grant Key.
Swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield.
Buckner is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox as the lead remains 3-1. At the plate, Jesse Padilla. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses for ball 1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Two and 1 after the foul ball there. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Striding in, Adam Greenberg. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0 to first, scooped up. Oh, but the feed is offline. Couldn't hit the shortstop covering the bag. And he is going to score now all the way from first on a play that was nothing short of a disaster all the way around.
Man, that was a comedy of errors right there. They're kicking the ball all over the yard, and the runner on first comes all the way around to score. So you wonder why managers retire early? There's your answer right there.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score. Jay Juarez will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Juarez.
Digging in once again, Pete Armstrong. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. For the current campaign, Armstrong is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
Juarez is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty V, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble, and what does he do? He kind of puts it in fifth gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys can do what this guy does. He can pitch a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Ready for another shot now, J.C. Embry, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. A high fastball is in there.
0-1's the count.
A man at third with one away. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And he lays off, so it's full now. 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Here's the 3-2. Swing and a line drive into left field, a base hit. In comes the runner from third, and we are tied here in the eighth.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Stepping in now, Ryan Buckner, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is high. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play. And that'll compound matters even further.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Into the box now, Freddie Santiago, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Kevin Endo takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Ben Zobrist will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. From the stretch.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
3 runs already home here. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
The 2-1. Hit out towards second. To second for 1. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 costly errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the White Sox 3. Ronnie Wickert will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Leading off the inning, Jared Phillips, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Slurve, and he jumps ahead here 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Standing in now, Jonathan Span, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0. Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Into the box, Victor Marrero
as he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
And that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that low pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
In now, Dennis Rock, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0. Soft liner towards first. And a base hit as that'll bring the tying run in from third. And they've come back to knot things up at even here in the eighth.
Hey, you tip your hat to the batter for finding a way to find some green grass out there. But, man, that has to frustrate you, Dan. An executed pitch right there.
It does. Anytime you make a good pitch, and off the bat, it certainly didn't look like it was going to fall in for a base hit. You make a good pitch, but you don't necessarily always get the kind of results you want as a pitcher.
Billy Palmer answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the ninth inning without any trouble. At the plate now, Robert Morris, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
First and second now, 1 man out. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
The 2-1. Drilled to the right side, and that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Stepping in now, William Mason, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And that misses 1-1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. 2-1 home. Turned on down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Bases are loaded here. One man out. And he will look at a called third strike, and that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with 2 away now.
Now batting.
Into the box, Miguel Blanco. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes.
Outside, that's the ball.
One and 0. Here it is. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 2 out, bases loaded. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. White Sox pick up just the 1. 9th inning coming up. And we are tied 4-4. Michael Oka comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Jason Kipnis.
Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. Jason Kipnis is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And he misses 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
On the ground to third. Reined in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy Ryan.
Standing in, Jimmy Grimes. First offering on its way. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
That's a
Ball 2 now. In there, 2-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Chopped up the line to first. And there are 2 away now.
The batter.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Striding in once again, Jesse Padilla, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still all square at 4 apiece. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Parker Costello. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. The 2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
To the plate now, Grant Key. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0. Swing and a liner. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
A nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with, but this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
So now to the plate, Jared Phillips, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. Now the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away. Luke Little takes the ball, needing to get the final out of the 9th to send this one to extra innings. Jonathan Span will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. White Sox leave 1. This game's all tied at 4. We are into extra innings, and next will be the speed threat, Adam Greenberg.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning.
Hey, that's a perfect job of execution right there, taking everything into account. I think he caught them off guard right there, laying that bunt down, and now he sets up as the possible go-ahead run.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Into the box, Pete Armstrong, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. The 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. There's one. Throw across to first. Won't be in time, so he's aboard on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, I like the way he stayed right in there at second base, knowing he was vulnerable, but it definitely influenced the throw to first. Way offline, and he's going to get charged with an error as a result.
So a big moment in the ball game here. J.C. Embry, and he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. 1-2 now.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
And he fouls this one off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hit back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
In now, Ryan Buckner, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate now, Freddie Santiago. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rock will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Cubs 5 and the White Sox 4. Thomas Nicholas enters the game here an inning later than usual, as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Victor Marrero.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at bat.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. Fouled off. Nicholas has been enjoying a great season, and fans have noticed he's currently leading all closers in all-star votes.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the All-Star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Dennis Rock. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Seared down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight up there, that's probably a double down the line. But in order to prevent that late in the game, they had him guarding the line, and it obviously worked out perfectly.
Now at the plate, Robert Morris. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And as is heard on television all throughout Chicagoland, you can't put it on the board. Yes! So it's a solo shot to dead center. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Into the box now, William Mason. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He was hunched out looking at strike 3 last time through. One ball, no strikes.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Ball 3, 3-0. Miguel Blanco would be next. From the windup, the 3-0. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Gone! They walk off winners on back-to-back home runs. Unbelievable. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
When you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Chicago White Sox get the win despite 3 errors in the field. Michael Oka claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score.